Hallo. Den kan bare også få jer ris op. Let's play some games. See how long it's gonna take to find a game. Doesn't look good. Gotta be really patient here. And I'm only 6.3k on this account. Yeah, Showtime making it to the EWC and dropping out of the global qualifier is best case for me. One less Protoss. So, guckt zum ersten Mal zu. Jo, hallo. Kleiner Shoutout. Ja, wie heißt er denn? Adam, ja. Viele Grüße an Adam. Ich hoffe, das Spiel macht Spaß.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Here we go.
SCV ready. It's your time.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Brand new. Huh? What?
A Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Okay, so we're just gonna play kind of normal, I think. Actually, let's maybe play
Not
like
enough minerals.
Bunny did in that
Not
GSL
enough
group.
minerals.
That was kind of fun. Might do that.
SCV ready.
Just 2 base mech all in. Seems like a pretty good build. I hope I recall it correctly, because I don't know if I do. I don't know if I
Go ahead.
remember. Ist Tirana einer von uns? Ah, mit Protoss hat er viel mehr Spaß, das wäre besser.
Ben? Ah, you're scared. What's going on? Go ahead.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Würde ich ihm gönnen.
Will do.
Okay. He scouted, that's... I guess he's playing normal.
Command center upgrade complete. Insufficient
Not hot
Vespene
today, no?
gas.
The Grand Reaper has arrived.
Oh, I need to send down my SCV here. For a command center.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
Then we're gonna pay attention now, because they might come here. Like that.
What's going on? Agreed.
They're like doing this little
SCV ready.
Reaper technique
Grand Reaper has arrived.
a lot.
What's it worth?
Needed to be a little bit more careful, I think, there.
SCV ready.
But that's okay.
I'm listening.
He's not gonna come here, is he?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Base
Oh, he's
is
gonna
under
come here?
attack.
That seems crazy.
Additional supply depots required.
Ready to raise some hell. What's it worth?
Add-on complete.
Okay, I think I want to repair my Hellion.
Good job. SCV ready. Got something for me to kill. Go, go, go. SCV ready.
Yeah. Oh, I need to be a little bit faster. It's very important in TVT that you do like the add-on switching faster. I've lost a little bit of time there, which is not good if he goes for like a medevac now as well. Doesn't seem like he will though. Looks like he went no reactor, 5 units, so we should be
Not
fairly
enough
safe here
minerals.
in general. It should just be kind of easy.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Okay,
SCV ready.
tearing down a factory already,
Not enough minerals.
SCV
and
ready.
another one.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
I killed all the Reaper, so he's not gonna have any way of
Not
like
enough minerals. Additional
scouting
supply
that
depots
easily.
required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough.
Should probably get like a supply depot here in the corner
Not enough.
for extra vision.
Insufficient.
SCV ready.
Research complete.
Then we make the swap.
You got it. In gear.
Get a Viking because I can.
Console. Huh?
And then we just build tanks. Oh,
SCV ready.
bro, seriously?
Not enough minerals. Not
Is he even
enough
scanning?
minerals. Add-on complete.
Ready to plunder. SCV. I can't build here.
That was really bad by me, honestly. Losing my units there for free.
Ready to raise some hell. Huh? You ready for war? SCV ready. Systems go. Ready for action. Adjusting.
Not enough minerals.
This ought to be good. SCV ready. Ready to blunder. We could use some help.
Not enough minerals.
Awaiting combat.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Stay
Not enough minerals.
ready for scanning.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, it's a little bit chaotic.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Command.
Additional supply depots required.
Awaiting combat.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Stay ready. Awaiting. Scanning.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Ready for
Insufficient. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Wait! Yeah, why did they not shoot before? They shot so late.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Ready to blunder. Ready to raise some hell. Queued up, ready to go. Go ahead. Start the... Ready to raise some hell. Need something. SCV ready.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient
Oh.
Vespine gas.
Queued up, ready. SCV ready. What's that?
Somehow we win the game.
Some hell. Talk to me.
Not enough minerals.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Not enough minerals.
Go ahead. We like burning. Ready to blunder. Light it.
That was actually surprisingly easy in the end. The triple starport. I mean triple Viking production. That was really easy in the end. My stream is lagging? I highly doubt it. You're wrong. Dankeschön, Xandi, für den Resub. In case you're wondering why I'm wearing my hoodie like this, I just took a shower and my hair is wet. I don't like wearing the headset like that. Immer alles top bei mir. Okay, let's go again. Yeah, Raven pushes are kind of strong in TVT, so this build with the... I did something similar at the 1 IEM. I prepared something similar, like a 2 base all in. But I think I actually copied it from Bunny at some point, and that's how I came up with it. I'm not sure. I did something similar at like IEM Katowice, like 21, I think. 21? No, wait, that was 22, probably. I came up with like a similar build, but I think I also copied it back then from Bunny. Stefana? Ah, gut. Wenigstens ehrenvoll dann.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Aber nicht der maximale Spaß.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, CV, PT again.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I'll just do the same build again, because I
Not
want to
enough
see how
minerals.
it works if the other guy knows it's coming. Because like a strong TVT build like that
Not enough minerals.
comes with it being, or it working when the other guy is prepared.
Additional supply depots.
I mean, he even scanned. So if I can make this work and the other guy knows it's coming, that's what makes a build like truly powerful. So I kind of want to test its limits and literally just do the same thing again.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So we're going into the double gas again. I'm literally gonna do the same build. Hopefully I'm gonna be a little bit more aware in the beginning. The last game start like wasn't bad, but like I lost my cyclone for free. That was kind of bad. I didn't expect him to go like double cyclone. That's usually very uncommon to do. Especially after you lose like your Reaper Hellion map control. Like if you lose the Reaper Hellion map control and then you decide to go double cyclone, I guess that
Insufficient
is something you
rescue
tend
gas.
to do sometimes, actually. So I should be aware of that. Like if they lose their map control, they sometimes like to try and get it back. So sometimes when you win the first skirmish, like I did in the last game, I
Command center
think I had like
upgrade
one Reaper
complete.
more than him, or even a Hellion at some point.
Insufficient.
That's when they start getting not cocky, but like start getting a little desperate even. So they will do something that they normally don't, essentially. So they will go for, in this case, like a second cyclone, for example.
What's it worth? SCV ready. Gas from above. Done. SCV. The Grim Reaper. What?
Yeah, he escapes.
That's SCV ready. Certainly.
Ah, man.
Ready to raise some hell. What? I'm listening. SCV ready.
Okay.
On the way. Huh? God damn.
Yeah, he messes up the micro more than I do.
Yes, indeed.
So we're in a good position, I believe.
What's it? SCV ready.
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required.
Nothing I can't handle. Agreed. That's all done.
Additional supply depots required.
All right. I'm listening.
Add-on.
SCV ready.
Man, I need to be careful. My micro here is a little weak because I'm like not expecting him to go that deep.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Who wants some? Are you? Been waiting on. You gonna give me orders? This better be good if you want to be. SCV ready.
Ah,
By the
that was a little bit of a bait, let's say.
Command.
Ready for dust-off.
Optics online. SCV ready. Who wants?
Light flights here.
Go, go, go.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, I need to concentrate because now it could get ugly. TVT is always so ugly, honestly. So I went for the medevac because I lost the skirmish. So I'm just trying to kind of get back into the game.
Gangway. Coming through.
Ready for pickup.
SCV ready.
Waiting on you.
Optics online.
Additional supply.
SCV ready.
Now, light flights. Talk to me.
Ah, you scared me. SCV ready. Got a target in mind.
Okay,
Gangway. Coming through.
very cool.
Raven online.
Additional supply depots.
SCV ready. Console. Armed. In the rear with the gear.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
SCV ready.
Your carrying state your awaiting order. Come ready.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
There's a tank here probably.
System
SCV ready. Bad news. SCV ready.
This like healing zone is so annoying, honestly. I hate this kind of healing zone with like the air blocker. It feels like sometimes my units don't want to move in
Insufficient.
whenever I have like
Insufficient Vespine gas.
This better be.
Additional.
whenever I have a unit that an air unit, man. It's so hard to talk and play at the same time. Today I'm a little bit like tired because I'm like I just came from like a 20-kilometer run. So today I'm a little bit tired.
engineering and state.
Add on.
And when I'm playing very focused like this, I need to be like I just don't have any capacity to talk really.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not
At
enough
least in a really chaotic game like this.
Not enough minerals.
It always depends on
Not
like how
enough
chaotic the game
minerals.
becomes usually,
Not enough minerals.
at least.
Ready.
Not enough minerals.
And now this is an extremely annoying game.
Battlefield. Command. Await. Command.
Ready to blunder. Ready to blunder.
Ready for service. State engineering and come.
Ready to raise.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Actually, Bunny did it with an armory as well. I just remembered.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Additional supply depots required.
Fueled up. Ready to go. Ready to blunder. Ready to blunder.
Awaiting. Ready and state your engineering and
Not enough energy.
I don't know why he's like so
Insufficient
aggressive
Vespine
there,
gas.
honestly.
Research complete. Not enough energy.
Ready to roll out. SCV ready.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Ready to raise some hell. Fueled up. Ready to go. Ready to blunder.
Not enough energy. Not
Come on,
enough
auto turret,
energy.
man.
Go it. SCV ready. Got no. Daylight's burning.
ready.
Hang up. Ready to raise some.
Did it? Worked again. How many hours? 2 hours. Every Sunday and Wednesday. Well, sometimes I do quicker runs as well, like faster pace, but I usually run 20 kilometers every Wednesday and Sunday. In my build, I think the early game was just really good. Like he wasted a lot of Raven energy. He didn't have many tanks as well. For some reason, when I attacked him, he only had 2 tanks. My computer also makes me nervous with all these bird noise, I have to admit. I really have to take a deeper look into it. I tried looking into it, but it seems more complicated with how my computer is built. So I need to take a full day or something to do a checkup. Every day, every Sunday and every Wednesday, not every day. But no, I just drawn a treadmill. In freedom units, I actually know that because I I know that my pace is the pace that I do for long runs is 6.3 miles per hour, so I guess 20 kilometers is 12.6 then in miles.
Not enough minerals.
I remember that. Could also be like 12.2 or whatever. I don't fully remember the vote 6.3 or 6.1.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
But it's like chill pace, like zone 2, I think you call it. Zone 2 cardio.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Go ahead. Ben? Let's go.
Additional supply depots required. Not
Like
enough
usually I have a
minerals.
heart rate of like 120 on average, I think, on like that kind of run. 120 to 130 maybe. I don't know, I don't really track that too much, so I just do. Okay, we have to focus because we're playing Max Specs again here. Such a surprise to see him on stream. He probably hasn't played a single game today, but then suddenly he gets
Our SCVs
matched up
are
against
under
us
attack.
today for the first time, or for his first match.
Go ahead. SCV ready. Ben? You scared me.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Ben?
Command center upgrade complete.
What? Bad news? The Grim Reaper has arrived. Cat from above. SCV ready.
Okay.
What? Go ahead. SCV ready. What's it worth? Certainly. I'm going.
Didn't check if he has a wall or not. He doesn't.
Add-on complete.
I'm listening. Fair enough. On the way. Let's... SCV ready.
He's not quick enough with the
Additional-
adapt, is he?
Not enough minerals.
Should be here now.
Additional supply depots required. Our SCVs are under attack.
Arm.
I hate when they do that. It feels like I kind of want to all in now.
Gonna give me orders? Gangway. Coming.
Just because he killed my SCV and killed, like sacrifices the depth for it.
SCV ready. Got a target. Go, go, go.
I'm just gonna all in him. Because he did that.
Not enough minerals.
2 tanks and go.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Gangway.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of
Not enough.
Queued up, ready to go.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade.
He might be doing like a 4-gate blink. I mean, Max Specs usually does like the War Prison build, so honestly, I think this tank push might even be good against that.
Got something. By the number. Big job.
Like, this could be a 4-gate blink, but like, it's not like it matters really.
This better be good.
Not enough minerals.
Like, we're committed
Ready for
anyways.
Picking up.
You could have been waiting.
So even though I know he's like doing a 2-base
Not
build,
enough minerals.
it's not like I can really do anything else.
Light flight. Ready for pickup.
And he didn't seem to be super aware of what I was doing either.
Where's the emergency? Wait,
This better be good.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Ready to blunder. Gangway. Coming through. Who wants some? Go, go, go. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Good stuff.
Not enough minerals.
This better be good.
light flight here.
SCV ready. Who wants some?
Base is under attack. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Take it out.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Armed and ready.
Now,
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Gangway up here. Coming through. Ready to blunder. Gonna get big wait. Who wants some? SCV ready. I can't build here. This better be good. Gangway. Coming through. SCV ready.
Base is under attack. Add-on complete.
Go, go, go.
He's already taking a third. This was actually really close.
Not enough minerals.
By the number. SCV.
Even though he was like not prepared, it seemed. But yeah.
This better be good.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Let's see. Maybe we still have a chance. Like maybe he's down to like 20 probes or something.
Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Want a piece of me, boy? Yeah, you gonna get a big job, huh? This SCV ready.
Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Gangway. Coming.
Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go. You want a piece of me, boy?
He's making a sentry, which I think should be a good sign for us.
Go, go, go.
ready for dust
Like
off.
him making a sentry makes it seem like
Not enough minerals.
he might not have a lot of like minerals, but he wants to make something. But then him having a hallucination means he wasted like a chrono boost. A potential chrono boost.
I can't build here,
So I'm not sure what it really means.
boy. Armed and ready. It's go time.
I don't think it means anything in the end.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Mineral field.
Ready for dust off.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
Stalkers are so annoying.
Big job, huh? Who wants some? Go, go, go.
Research complete.
Gangway. Coming through. Been waiting on this better be this by the number.
Additional. Not enough minerals.
Yeah?
Enough minerals.
Go ahead. Been waiting.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Luckily I pulled the boys. He's doing a zealot run by.
Mineral field depleted.
And bro has Colossus and Archon tech. Really?
Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete.
Ah,
Not enough minerals. Not enough
not
minerals.
enough.
Not enough minerals.
I mean, if he has Archon and Colossus tech, he was really far ahead.
Not
Like, I
enough
don't even have a
minerals.
reactor on my starboard, you know? That's how poor I am.
Not enough
GG.
minerals.
another Colossus in production. At least not another Colossus in production. But yeah, I was at down 12 supply. Pretty close actually at the end. I didn't expect that. If I didn't unsiege, maybe. Archon could have been hallucination, yeah. Probably was hallucination, you're right, but the Colossus wasn't. But their tank pushes are really weak because they, man, my computer makes me really nervous. I'm just gonna ignore the sound. They just blink on top of the tanks, and as soon as like the tanks are dead, there's only like Marines without stim left. It's kind of shitty. Don't know if I could have gone deeper immediately, like into his production line. Maybe.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Well, butter.
Not enough minerals.
I think I should have gotten him in that game. But he did play a rather safe build.
Ready. Bad news.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Yes, sir. Bad.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Like, he even
Not
skipped the
enough
battery,
minerals.
so...
Not enough minerals.
He plays really risky, honestly. Like, you can play this risky as toss, that's like the annoying thing. But, there's still... Like, he could also just make a battery and ruin me entirely, but...
SCV ready.
I feel like I need more decisiveness because of how risky he plays here. So let's be a little bit more decisive this game.
What's big job?
So I'm gonna go for high ground CC, and then I'm gonna like keep my Reaper on the other side. I'm gonna
Bad news.
try and commit on a probe,
Insufficient Vespene gas.
and we're gonna go a high ground CC into reactor, into Reaper production,
And
and then we're gonna move like straight across the map with the Reaper Hellion, and if he does the same like in the last game, it could put us in a nice
Command
position.
center upgrade complete.
And it's not like a risky build. It's just one of those builds where if I do this against other people,
Insufficient Vespene gas.
it just fails. Like this build, you're just behind against like a single battery basically. But since he apparently skips the battery, it gives us a little bit more options.
Not enough minerals.
So I'm gonna try and make it look like the same that we've just done by keeping the Reaper here. He's gonna shade across the map with the Adept. He doesn't have a wall, like in the last game he didn't have a wall at least, yeah. Doesn't have a wall again.
Complete.
This time decides to not move, but I mean as long as he's not building a battery, I'm okay
Not
with it.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So if he skips the battery,
raise some hell.
I'm totally okay with him not shading past me.
Not enough minerals.
But also him like not doing it
Go ahead.
kind of
Additional supply
implies that
depots
he
required.
is not skipping the battery in this game, essentially.
Base is under attack.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. Absolute. Gas from
Oh, my mule.
Huh? Man,
Lost like a couple minerals there because my mule didn't mine.
SCV ready. Go, go, go.
Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
But yeah, he has a wall. And a weapon.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah. Like, double gas builds are like so hit or miss.
Minerals.
And there's like really not a whole lot we can do about it. It's really frustrating.
Ready for dust off.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Armed and ready.
The thing is, he's really predictable, so
Center upgrade.
we can still make something happen this game.
Minerals. Not enough minerals.
But like, I'm just all-inning again, which I don't like. Like, he's not taking a third, so he's doing a warp prism again, basically.
Coming through. Fear the reaper. Are you ready?
That's what it means.
Not enough minerals.
So I'm gonna stay on like
Minerals.
no STVs again.
Not enough minerals.
And this time I use a little bit of a random technique. I hate playing max packs because I know what he does, and then he could use this against me in tournaments. I hate that so much. But I want to win one game, so I'm gonna try something more risky here.
Now
The
what?
Reaper Hellion run by while dropping him at the same time.
Whole lot of pain. This better. We could use some help here.
Not enough minerals.
What the? How does he have like units everywhere? Man, what? He has enough in the natural? In the main? What?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
And enough to like poke me at the front? Bro, what?
Not enough minerals.
Well, it's a 4-gate blink, but still. Oh my god, that's insane.
Not enough minerals.
Like, look at how many units he has here, and then he had enough like in our frickin' like on his side of the map as well.
Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
This is insane. Obviously, he just warped in, and that's how he had enough.
Add on. Not
Dude.
enough.
Oh, okay. That's insane, man. Toss is insane. Yeah, okay, this is not a good build. Like, he had 3 Stalkers in the main after warping 4 Stalkers, then another bunch of Stalkers in the natural, and it still has enough Stalkers to blink onto my tank while I'm doing like 20 STV all in. And I non-stop produce units. Crazy. He got in my ad? Oh, that's not it, no. My computer making bird noises is what really gets me tilted.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay.
Not enough minerals.
If that didn't work, like that was a perfect plan, honestly, I shouldn't do it anymore. I mean, I know that tank pushes aren't really good,
Not
especially
enough
when they
minerals.
play this aggressive.
Not enough
I feel like he
minerals.
does that a lot against me on the ladder, where he does like the 2-base blink stalker aggression. I mean, I think it's like the best build the Toss can do.
Not enough
so-
minerals.
It's just a good build. And it also feels like so tough with like the double gas, because
Supply depot.
he just sacrifices an adept for scouting, but then like he has options. He can
Not
wall.
enough minerals.
He has a Reaper. Like he doesn't even need a Reaper wall, because like the way that he puts the buildings makes it hard for me to deal damage anyways. So I don't think I should be going for any more double gas here. I feel like he has like the perfect defense. Like the first way I fall behind in the game is to play it when I'm playing like double gas against him, because he can defend it even without a battery. That's like the crazy thing. He defends the double gas even without a battery, and even if I know it. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. You just have to wall like he did, and then that does a lot. You have to scout very well. So like, it is true that like if you really like mess up once there as a Toss, you lose. But if you don't mess up, you see how far ahead they are. And it's really easy to not mess up if you like. Because like, ideally you don't sacrifice the adept, I guess. That would be like best case, you know. You see, even like keep the adept alive,
Not
but
enough
the
minerals.
adept is pretty useless anyways
Not
in the
enough
end. So
minerals.
like it doesn't matter
Not
if you
enough
lose it. So
minerals.
that's like the only thing where that's the only difficult thing about it. Like they can ideally they save the adept basically. Ideally they keep the adept alive, but the adept can either force like a high ground CC, or it can just kill the SCV, which is already good.
Not enough minerals.
So this is like so hard in that sense.
Not enough minerals.
This way.
Not enough minerals.
And then by skipping the battery, they have like so much more money for other shenanigans.
By the numbers, boys. Roger that. Arm. Go, go, go!
Not enough minerals.
At least, well, maybe against Expand he does 2 adapts. I think he might.
Not enough minerals.
This could be 2 adapts, right?
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
I was gonna say at least he doesn't have 2 adapts, because that's one of the reasons I hate
Not
expanding.
enough minerals.
It's when they shade like 2 adapts consistently, but seems like he didn't end up going for it.
Command center upgrade complete.
Ready to raise some hell.
Unacceptable landing zone.
SCV ready. You gonna give me orders? SCV ready. Go, go, go! He's here. Are you SCV ready?
So my build is a gamble.
I'm waiting on you.
Add-on.
I hope he
complete.
plays Blink, basically.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
Because I'm going to cloak Banshee.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
In. SCV ready.
Not enough. Additional supply depots required.
I can't build here.
Not enough.
Gangway.
minerals.
Coming.
Not enough.
Welcome to
minerals.
playing Terran, aka playing a guessing game. He doesn't scout without hallucination, so that is definitely something for us
Additional
that we can
supply
play with.
depots required.
But this
Not
game he
enough
takes the
minerals.
expansion. Obviously I play
Additional
very
supply
different
depots
than the last game,
Not
so
enough minerals.
if I'm playing expansion, then there's a good chance he's not gonna play the Warp Prism shenanigans.
Not enough
SCV ready.
There's an observer in the base, so
research complete.
that's really annoying.
SCV ready.
He sees everything, and he's just expanding, so things are not looking good. And my
Additional supply
computer is
depots
still
required.
sounding like a bird.
By the numbers.
Additional supply depots required.
So I'm gonna pretend like I don't know there's an observer, but obviously I do.
Unacceptable landing
Don't know if
zone.
it really makes a difference though.
This better be good. SCV ready. Let's do this. You want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete.
Boom, baby. Been waiting on me. SCV ready. Go, go, go.
Okay. I see like charge close to being done. I need to play properly. I can't go.
Gangway. Coming through.
Not enough minerals.
Maybe I can snipe the sentry.
Add-on complete.
There's no sentry.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
SCV ready.
Ready for liftoff.
Oh man.
Waiting on you.
He chased me all the way. Well, you do get some good trades here, honestly.
Research.
Bro, we killed an immortal as well. This was good.
I can't build here.
Upgrade complete.
See, this is the difficult part. They're on 3 base and they have more units than you.
Dust off.
Not enough minerals.
And they have enough units at home to defend against everything as well. And they have harassment. Potentially.
Who wants some?
Research complete.
I do not know where the observer is.
Not enough
I
minerals.
actually saw it when I... exactly when I said it. Ah, yeah. Didn't think that would
Is under attack.
shoot the right thing.
SCVs are under attack. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Our SCVs are under attack. Command center upgrade. Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted.
Life flight.
Not add-on complete.
SCV ready. You got it. Oh, that's all. Let's have a blast. SCV ready.
Waiting on you.
Mineral field.
SCV ready. You want
Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Not enough
ready to blunder? You ready to blunder? Then wait. SCV ready. Boom, baby.
additional supply depots required.
I made too many
Not
SCVs.
enough minerals.
I'm kind of owning him, but at the same time my macro is also not going very well.
This better be.
Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs, your forces, are under attack.
You can't give me orders. Oh, it's on.
It's kind of good that I lost some SCVs.
Ready to blunder. It's about to get heavy. It's go time.
Not enough minerals.
Got a hole.
Not enough minerals.
What's going on?
Additional supply depots required. Not enough energy. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
Ready to blunder.
Not enough minerals. Our SCVs are under attack.
House. Huh? I can't build here. Ghost. This better.
Metavex. Energy. Come on.
Go ahead. SCV ready. Ghost reporting. Yeah. Go. Ready to blunder. Yeesh. Go, go, go. I can go. Boom, baby.
Ready?
Let's have a blast.
Not enough minerals.
In the rear with the gear. Ah!
Not enough minerals.
Ready to blunder. You sure this? Don't leave me hanging.
Waiting on you.
It's go time. It's about to get it.
Mineral
Ready for dust off.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I mean, I have turrets anyways, but whatever.
Talk to me.
Upgrade complete.
Ready for now.
You gonna give me orders?
Ghost reporting. Come again.
Gangway, coming through.
Mineral field depleted.
What's our target?
Oh, I just impede a hallucination 10 times.
Ready for dust.
Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Go ahead, man.
Mineral field depleted.
Ghost reporting.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals. Add-on. Not enough minerals.
Ready to blunder.
Okay, we win, right?
Not enough.
I wish Medevacs had energy.
Getting too hot.
I don't need to scan, I have EMPs.
Talk to me.
I gotta be careful because I only have like ghosts.
Not enough minerals.
I heard you.
So,
Been waiting on you. This better be. You gonna give me orders? Get heavy.
Not enough minerals.
It's go time.
Wait.
Yeesh. Solo.
Huh?
Command center upgrade complete.
Go, go, go.
Ready for dust off.
This better be good. It's go time.
Not enough.
Okay, I gotta be careful.
Not enough. Our SCVs are not enough. Not enough minerals.
So many freaking units here as well.
Not enough minerals.
It's go time.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, it's on.
Like I'm only quote unquote at 150 sort of supply.
Give me this.
Just dropping a bunch of mules so that I can make up for
Not enough. Mineral field.
that deficit that we have accumulated a little bit.
Not,
Ready for dust off.
not enough minerals.
I just need to like keep on denying the base over there. That's step number 1 to winning this game, I assume.
Upgrade. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Next step will be
Research.
not
Mineral
dying to
field
mass
depleted.
Colossus. That should also be a step.
Ready for dust off.
Not enough.
And then if we have that,
Ready for dust off.
I guess the only thing really left we have to do, like genuinely, is not dying to like base trade, I would guess.
You sure about that?
Unacceptable.
Give me this.
Okay, there's the Colossus, so we need to lose some units so that we can make some Vikings.
Picking up.
Unacceptable.
He's pretty dead, isn't he?
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Mineral field depleted.
You sure about that?
GG. Somehow we won. Because, well, he tried really hard to not win that game. Like, MaxPax is a little bit of a weird player. Because I feel like playing against Clem is much harder, to be honest.
Not enough minerals.
Like, whenever I play MaxPax, he feels very fragile, because he does like a lot of multitasking, like Zealot run bys and that kind of
Not
stuff.
enough
Like,
minerals.
I feel like
Not
that's the
enough
reason he
minerals.
loses a lot of times. He overdoes it with like the harassment and everything.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. What's going? Huh?
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Bad news. SCV ready.
Like, why didn't he do the same blink pressure he did in the last game, for example?
SCV ready.
Insufficient.
Okay, this game will play a little bit spontaneous because it's torches. A little bit of a spontaneous map.
Butter. Bad news.
I feel like there's a very good chance that in this game he's gonna decide to play Stargate opening. For the simple reason that I
Not enough
went for no
minerals.
scout cloak banshee in the last game. And there's always like some kind of letter
Not enough
mind
minerals.
games.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I'm listening. All right.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, yeah.
SCV ready.
Got something.
Ah, my Reaper shot did up.
Cat from above. Got something from
I shouldn't commit then. Well, I could have gotten the information maybe, but
I'm listening. Been waiting on
I think it's better not taking any damage to this annoying adept.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Add-on complete.
you, the Reaper Man. Let's do this.
SCV ready.
Got something.
Add-on complete.
What's it?
Not enough minerals.
SCV.
But this game he has
Command
two.
center upgrade complete.
Armed is better. Armed and ready. In the rear. What's going on? SCV ready. Roger that. SCV ready. 10-4.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Gotta make sure that we macro at the same time.
SCV ready. I can't build here.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
So now the question is this gonna be like a normal blink opener again?
Not
Yeah,
enough.
it very much looks that way.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
So then the next question is, can we all in him? I'm gonna play a stupid all in this game. There's some nice testing, you know, like, I don't know how good this is. It's kind of an old school all in.
SCV ready.
Suitable landing zone.
Go, go, go!
Not enough minerals. Not enough
SCV ready.
So the idea is to go for let's call it a base trade. But he is actually really fast with the push here, so doesn't feel like we can go for what I call the base trade.
Not enough minerals.
Gangway. Coming.
Additional supply depot.
Ready.
SCV ready.
Ready.
Not enough minerals.
Well, I don't have stim.
Not enough
Problematic.
minerals.
I can't believe he blinked up like that.
SCV ready. What's going? By the number.
Not enough minerals.
I'll give it.
Research.
Go, go, go!
Not enough
This
minerals.
better be good. I've been waiting on you. SCV boy.
Ready for dust off.
Who wants some? Been waiting. What's going on? This better be good. Gangway. Coming through.
Ah, his micro there is too good.
In the rear with the SCV ready.
Keep in mind, I'm losing medevac energy. He's not losing a lot of himself.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
And I can't build up a tank count, which is really annoying. I'd love to have a higher tank count at this point already.
Ready for dust off.
Not enough minerals.
Nope.
Drop it off.
Not
So
enough
annoying.
Minerals. Not enough energy.
I wish they had an auto attack on the medevac so that it doesn't go forward.
You gonna get been waiting.
Talk to me.
Okay, now he has to commit in the main, right? That's just my assumption.
Build here.
Insufficient.
Ah, he's already here. Ah.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Research complete.
Made the right assumption, but I didn't have the speed.
SCV ready.
And keep in mind, whenever they do this, they are not committed. Like, but when he did the first blink, he already had a third base in production, I assume.
This better be good. Give us your best. Who wants some?
Ready.
Fueled up, ready to go. You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, honestly, I don't care if he jumps into our main anymore.
We could use some help here.
We just have to go. We have to call the boys. The boys have to come to rescue. But like I said, I highly doubt this is gonna work. I think he already has like an expansion and some sort of splash at the very least. I'm not very confident.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Huh?
Ready to blood. You want a piece of me, boy?
Well, he has like plenty of units, to be honest.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go.
Mineral field. Not enough minerals.
Been waiting. This Gangway. Coming through.
Oh my god, I'm winning.
Wait.
This better be good.
Wait. Talk to me.
Go, go, go. By the who wants?
Now what?
Armed and
Not enough minerals.
this better be good.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust.
Not enough minerals.
We could use some help here. This better be good. Go, go, go. Gangway. Coming on.
Not enough minerals.
My
Mineral.
medevacs, or rather my bio,
Not enough minerals.
is very hurt.
This better be good. By the number. You want a piece of me, boy? This better be good. Why not? Oh, yeah.
I literally killed every single probe though, didn't I? He didn't click on the right medevac, that was important.
Ready for dust off.
Not enough minerals.
You want a piece boy. This better be good.
SCV ready.
Gangway. It's go time.
No, 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 no.
Armed and ready.
Yes, 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 yes. He has no probes, right? Yeah, 11 probes. Okay. All good. For a second I was getting a little bit worried, but no probes left. I thought maybe I missed the probes here, but I think he pulled them, so yeah. Stupid all-ins, they're good. Somewhat. Stupid all-ins can always win you the game. Especially when your opponent is predictable. Sick. Like, I have no chance in the straight up game there with this kind of opening, but I have one attack. And if they did, like, choose to go up, like, I guess it's sort of hard for him to judge my build, but like, if he knows that I'm gonna do this, it's like very simple. He went up to like 60 probes, didn't he? Like, look at his work account. He had like 61 probes. Like, of course you're gonna die to a Terran that doesn't even have like 40 SCVs. I stayed on like 30 something SCVs the entire game. I didn't even get an eBay for +1 attack, you know, like, I'm that all in. I just have a big army that you need to stop. And with the power of like Bio and Stim A move, and they don't have, like, Marines being strong when they don't have like Storm or Colossus, I still somehow managed to win the game. But like, if you take a look at like the replay or whatever, like, it's actually very simple to defend that. Just don't go up to like 61 probes, don't go up to like Forge, don't go up to like 9 gateways at the same time. Like, you can, like, just skipping the Forge would have probably won him the game, for example. If he just skips the Forge, or like some of the gases or whatever, or if he just attacks first and then takes a third, I don't know what's the best for him in that situation, but just cutting one more thing would have been like enough to defend that. Did he think about taking a 4th, by the way, this game? I want to know. Did he also try and take a 4th base? Like, usually when they try and expand, they take a like, send a probe, make a pylon, and then a nexus. That's usually how they do it. I mean, it's nice because if they make first a pylon and then they make a nexus afterwards when they have the money, they can insta-warp in case it's like getting damaged or something. So usually you can tell a Protoss wants to expand if he sends a probe to the 4th and then makes a pylon here. And he blinked here, by the way, with no information. So if I had gone for a faster, like, my build, like, is not, like, my build is like a little more conservative. I could have gone faster stim. So like, this was kind of crazy. Like, he just blinked up and immediately targeted the Cyclone, like he knew that like it was there. And this is what I meant, like, he takes a third while the first blink happened, so if the first blink is already dealing this much damage, it's usually not very good for you. Like, now he's already on like 50, 60 probes. 62 probes was his probe count. Okay, now I already all in him actually, but yeah, look at this. He's like getting a Robo Bay. He's getting like 8 gateways. Honestly, like, this all-in seems powerful against the build that he chooses to do. So I think my build was actually good in this scenario against what he was doing. It's probably the best build I could have gone for. Because I hit before the 8 gateways went up. I thought they would be faster, the gateways, but they are not. Hitting before the gateways is actually quite powerful. MaxPax is usually like the type of ladder player that will play like the same build in every ladder game. And then in tournaments sometimes he mixes up. He's playing like a little bit of a spy on the ladder. He's like spying on you. He's like, he will play the same build over and over again, and I mean, for example, that game was good practice for him because now he knows like he should be more careful. So like for me, like that game was like just I blind countered him. I didn't really learn anything. The build is okay, but for him like there's like much more data collection. Exactly, there's much more information that he can, or he learned much more. Am I smurfing right now? What do you mean? Me being on 6.4k is now considered smurfing? That's my normal MMR, don't make fun of me. Guess we play no one else today. Which I guess it's good, because then that means we'll, this will only be like a short stream, so I don't mind playing him more. Especially because we beat him twice, so he loses a lot of MMR against us. I'll take that gladly. I need that MMR.
Not enough
This game I'll try to play less all-in, I think.
Not enough minerals.
Though whenever I play against Max Specs, I feel very forced to all-in him.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Ben, SCV ready. What's going on? Go ahead. Huh?
Our SCVs are
I even
under
blind
attack.
counter his probe scout timing now.
Big
That's how
job.
deep this has gone.
SCV ready. Ben, go ahead. Yeah,
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Bad news. Be in the rear. I can't build here.
Command center upgrade complete.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
SCV ready.
Death from above.
You're on the bottom.
Probably a little bit more conservative in the beginning.
Not enough minerals.
Done.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
What's it worth? Agreed. Fear the Reaper, man. Death from
SCV ready.
Good. I mean, that's kind of the best I can hope for, right?
big job. Death from above. What? You got something?
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Ah. Stalker already out.
I'm listening.
SCV ready.
Fair enough. I'm going. What's it? Got something?
Huh?
What? You want something?
SCV
Kill the probe.
ready.
Got it.
I think he's thinking about like me committing harder to this, but I'm not committing.
Got it.
So that's a good start.
Ready for dust off. Top.
SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Armed and
So far, so good.
this better be.
Command center.
Can't be.
Not enough minerals.
Like, I can't really hope for like a better start when I play against him.
What's it worth?
Seems like he's doing blink pressure again, so I should get like a safety bunker.
I'm waiting on you. I'm listening. Who wants some?
Loud and clear.
Father,
Wait.
been waiting on
This.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Are you ready for this?
Raven online.
SCV ready.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Where did my Reaper go? Ah, here.
Armed and
I don't have a lot of units right now. Let's get a second bunker then.
Life flight's here.
got some.
Where's the emergency?
Engineer.
What's it worth?
Ready.
SCV ready.
Additional
Ready to roll out.
not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
And the Stalker chasing me through the entire map? Like, really?
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready.
Additional supply.
Leave me alone.
SCV ready. You the got what you want? SCV ready. It's go time. Go, go, go. Bad news.
Additional supply. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Ah, that's really annoying. But I'm supply blocked, so I don't really care so much about it.
Let's have a blast.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough.
It's better. It's go time.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Research. Not enough minerals.
Boom, baby. SCV ready.
Order.
Not too bad.
Waiting.
And he did go for a 4-gate blink.
SCV
Not enough. Add-on.
Ready for dust off.
State request.
about to get heavy.
Command.
Amazing.
This could be. Father, this been waiting on. We could use some help here.
Research.
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready. Let's have a blast. Armed and ready.
Ready for dust off.
Orders. 10-4.
Research complete.
Command.
This better be. SCV ready. Oh, it's on.
Nice.
I was about to get heavy.
Not enough minerals.
Looking console. Gangway coming through.
Oh, he already has Storm.
Better be. Boom, baby. Armed and go time.
Not enough.
That's not
minerals.
nice.
Not enough.
Ready for dust off.
Not enough. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
That's another Zealot I can kill at least.
Let's have a blast.
Not enough minerals.
Been waiting.
I'm not having a good time right now.
Oh, it's on. Go, go, go.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
It's go time.
Ready for service. Come. State scanning.
Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough minerals.
It's on. SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? I'm on.
Add-on complete. Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough.
Oh, it's on.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, GG.
What's up? SCV?
He had no upgrades at least. What was the income? Yeah, I was going somewhere, but like, yeah, storm. I don't know how to play against this, honestly. I think like any fast storm style right now is like so freaking imba. Like skipping upgrades, getting storm is like, I really don't know what to do against that, honestly. Like, I can't take my third. And no, like, I can't, like, I saw the High Templars, I threw down the Ghost Academy immediately, but he can also, like, micro his High Templars, but with the Warp Prism, but, like, I can't get, like, the Ghost fast enough, like, he has, like, so many so many storms before I even have, like, Ghost out, before I even have a chance of getting Ghost out. And like I did a lot of like activity that game. Like I did a drop, I kept my Reaper alive. It's not like I like didn't try to scout. I did my best like trying to scout. The Raven killed a lot of workers in the main. Like very good. The start was pretty decent, I would say. Like, and I still never had a clue about like what he's doing. Never had an idea about like the storm. Ultimately.
Not enough minerals.
Danke dir, Ivy, für den Resub. Dankeschön.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Should counter you.
Not enough minerals.
Well, the counter is to throw down the Ghost Academy, and then as soon as you have like 5 barracks, you have to go for like triple Ghost. I guess what I kind of need to do is like keep my bunker in the natural, and then I really can't take a third until I have Ghost out. That's what I'm gonna try next time, because like here I was like more than prepared. Like the storms didn't even catch me off guard. Like I think I handled them pretty well. I even killed the Warp Prism there with my Vikings that I built. Like
SCV ready.
I handled a lot of things like extremely well that game, and then I still got like A moved like nothing. It's tough.
Bad news? Huh? Uh-huh. Big in the rear. Go ahead. Ah! You scared?
But then again, if I
Command
make
center
everything
upgrade complete.
happen, then I can see it like
Insufficient
not being an
Vespene
issue,
gas.
honestly. Because like Protoses are really predictable. They,
SCV ready.
if one thing like that works for them, like they're not the smartest. They will just kind of do it every game. So like if it starts to become like every game like that, then it becomes easier to defend it, essentially.
Ready.
What's it? What? You want some death from above?
It's on now. SCV ready.
The grim
Can't believe he goes like adept, by the way, with Nexus first. That doesn't seem like something people do anymore in the big 2025.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to raise some hell.
got some.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
No.
The grim reaper has arrived. Got something. What? You want something?
SCV ready.
Yeah. Fear. What? You want something? Fear the reaper, man. I'm listening.
SCV ready.
Yes, indeed. Gonna have me fun.
Add-on complete.
Death from above.
SCV ready.
Got. I'm listening. What's it?
Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, this game is stupid. We're gonna tank all in.
Got. I'm listening.
I think he does 4-gate blink again. I don't know why, but he does that every ladder game against me.
Command center. Not enough minerals. Not enough
Want a
minerals.
piece of me, boy?
This early game was bad. But it was like my fault this time, not Protoss' fault. Like if I lose Reaper Hellion battles while going, like he didn't get a battery while going like fast Nexus. So I feel like I should have 100% like done something in this game. But now I'm like stuck making tanks on 20 SCVs again, 30 actually.
Got something. Armed and ready. Ready to run it. SCV ready. Gangway. Coming through.
Or can I kill like a single probe?
Not a problem. Are you ready?
Actually I killed more than a single probe.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
Okay, we have to gamble. We have to gamble that he's right here. Coming right here with the Blink Stalkers.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
Coming right here, no observer, Blink Stalkers.
Not enough.
Right here, not in my main.
Not enough minerals.
Perfect.
SCV ready.
Now we pull the boys.
SCVs are under attack.
And there goes stupid all-in number 20,000.
On you.
Go, go, go. You gonna get
Ready for pickup?
Base is under attack.
Roger that. By the numbers. Eat.
Not enough
Want a
minerals.
piece of me, boy?
Picking up.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
We could use some help. Gangway. Coming through.
Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
We could use some help here. Armed and ready. This better be tested.
Not enough minerals.
I can't build here. Ready to move. SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
Picking up.
Armed and ready.
Now what?
This better be good. Gangway. Coming through. SCV ready. Want a piece of me, boy? You gonna give me orders? Go, go, go.
Not enough
SCV ready. Right here. Oh, this better be good. Oh, yeah.
Pick.
We could use some help. Want a piece of me, boy? Go, go, go. You gonna give me gangway. Coming through. What's going? This better be
I'm the king of all-in, right?
way. Coming through. This better be good. Go, go, go.
Not enough minerals.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
Gangway. Coming through. SCV ready.
Easy. I mean, he just does 4-gate blink every game against me. If he does that, then I know what to do. Like, he literally just plays 4-gate blink every game against me. Like, Max Packs is easier than, like, 5-9 toss, basically. That's what it comes down to. Today, Max Packs is easier than, like, a 5-9 toss. Because he just, like... I just all-in every game, and he just kind of... I kind of... I guess I do some very smart things against 4-gate blink, I guess. But, like... He's just so predictable every game, so... Yeah. Well, the answer is usually all-in. All-in is just very inconsistent. That's usually the issue with all-inning. Like, I can all-in him very well, because I know he's gonna... Let me explain. Because like I think he's just like messing with us, like he's spying on us. Like let me explain. So what is like the predictability here? So he skips the battery. I couldn't capitalize on that though. So basically what he does is very simple. To give you an idea. So what is the difference between like a 4-gate blink and like a standard build? It's that you chrono boost out like the warp prism. So the concept is always kind of the same. And he has to know that himself, so I can openly say that on stream. I mean, honestly, I don't really care about max packs a lot, you know? I can talk about like why I won this game. I can like analyze, I can like tell you exactly what I was going through my head, because like he doesn't play in the EWC anyway, so it's not like if I tell my secrets here that I'm gonna lose like $100,000 against max packs in the grand finals of EWC at some point. No, that's not gonna happen. This guy doesn't play in like many tournaments, only online cups and mostly smaller ones. So basically the concept is very simple. He moves out with the stalkers, I move in with harassment. I kill, in this case, 4 probes, not too bad. I mean, for 2 Hellions, really not that bad. But basically, distraction, he moves out, I move in. And then the difference between the 4-gate blink and a regular build is the late observer. And he doesn't go hallucination. He doesn't, that's the main thing. He doesn't hallucinate scout. So like, he doesn't know what I'm doing. So like, if you hallucinate scout, you see this, and you know exactly what to do, right? Like he can just scout. Like, it's not like he can't scout. So instead he goes for the 4-gate blink every game, which is basically, he doesn't even have an observer. He's like moving out first with the warp prism. And then I know he's coming here. Like, this is a little bit of a gamble. I know like stalkers are probably gonna come here. So like my tanks can get a free shot right here. And a free shot means momentum that I can use to like move across the map. So look at this. Free shot. I even kill a stalker, it looks like. Yeah, we kill a stalker. He has to blink back. And then I go. And now I see he wants to buy time. So I siege right here. And another free shot. Bam. And then I just commit with the SCVs, because I know he takes a third at the same time and he's tacking up. So like, perfect, like all in this case. Even though it's kind of stupid, I'm only on 30 SCVs. And yeah, but in this case it's like enough to be able to defeat him here. The 30 SCV all in. My bird agrees with you as well. So then he doesn't have charge, he doesn't have immortality, he only has stalkers, he has a warp prison that is useless. And we can somehow like go for it, and somehow we managed to do it here. I think the 2 medevacs, by the way, were insanely strong. The 2 medevacs did a lot, right? Like, that was like the most clutch play in 2025, I feel like. The double medevac tank all in here. Somehow that was really powerful, 2 medevacs with like a lot of energy. Like, they're all empty as well, so they had like a lot of healing here. But yeah, that's how we can beat Max Packs like he's a 6k player and not a 7k player. But it's kind of boring. I don't want to do this again. It's kind of boring. Let me run a few more ads. I think I'm not gonna play too many more games anyways. I might just be done after the next one. Like, I want to do more, like, longer streams, and I actually kind of want to stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. Is the Wardy Monday happening tomorrow? He doesn't have an online cup tomorrow, Wardy? Oh, man. I might stream tomorrow early, so... maybe if there is something I can sort of play. Doesn't seem to be anything, though. No, there seems to be no online cup tomorrow. But yeah, basically right now what I'm doing is like, I either like stream short or I stream like 5 hours. I kind of don't want to do like in between anymore. So I think it makes sense if I go offline after like the next 1 or 2, 3 games. I kind of want to go for like a more longer stream tomorrow. He went offline, it seems, so we are safe. That also gives me some time tomorrow to maybe fix the sound or the bird sounds from my computer. To be honest, I might just like disable one of the fan that is responsible, but it's kind of hard. Let me actually have a look at my performance. Yeah, my computer performance seems rough anyways, man. Like my CPU is dying. Yeah, after EWC, guys, I'm gonna upgrade my computer so we don't have these weird issues so that I play, like, even my in-game FPS, etc., like, it's not good. Like, my CPU is always at, like, 80%, 80 to what percent? Yeah, like, 70 to, like, 90%, basically. So, yeah. It feels like my computer is very old and I'm like streaming every day, so especially like the CPU, like let me ask like ChatGPT. What are they gonna say about it? Oh no, I found a game. Tap me in the game, I want to see who we play. I don't know this guy, okay, whatever.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay, that's a pretty long response.
Not enough minerals.
Going. SCV ready. Go ahead. Huh?
Okay, I don't get a very good response. Triple CC is not the best against Torsno.
Not enough minerals.
Please TVZ next. Man, are you here for the first time?
Not enough minerals.
We're not playing
Not
TVZ on
enough
this channel.
minerals.
SCV ready.
You think there's like any Zergs on the ladder? There's only Protoss.
Go. SCV ready.
Let's do a Cyclone Marine push this game.
SCV ready. Bandit. In the rear. SCV ready.
Let's play it safe. He's not scouting. I think he's just gonna play like
Not
greedy,
enough minerals.
but whatever. We'll like make a high ground CC. There's no reason to risk it against a low MMR player. Maybe next game I can play some Sisyphus. I played some on NA a while ago, and it was actually pretty bad.
Not enough
People ended up
minerals.
just leaving most games against me. Like I played 30 games,
Not enough minerals.
and like 20 of them were
Not
insta
enough
quits,
minerals.
basically.
Big job.
So I can't play on NA.
What's going on?
Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go. Big job, huh?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
That's like the #1 issue with StarCraft. We just don't have enough players at the high level. That's that's because there have been like too many top-heavy tournaments. I feel like I'm a big fan of like not as like top-heavy tournaments basically, but there have been like too many like most of the prize money goes to like the top players, right? And I feel like
Add-on.
that has created a little bit of a situation where, yeah, we only have like top players left and there's like 20 of them.
Add-on. Complete.
But that's like really rough for like newcomers basically. Plus Protoss is easy.
Not enough minerals.
So everybody that does play is a
Not enough
Protoss.
minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay, there's the hallucination. Let's see.
Not enough minerals. Command center.
Well, high ground CC is just safe, but you lose like quite a bit of money by like doing this, having to lift it over. Like people underestimate how much that actually costs. That actually costs quite a bit. Making this little swapperino.
Insufficient.
Really not that. Oh, I need to make a depot.
Not enough minerals.
It's really not that cheap.
Coming through.
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready.
Additional supply.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Roger.
Not enough minerals.
Cyclone receiving.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Comms open. Go, go, go.
I don't know why he's moving out like a maniac.
You could have been waiting. SCV
Oh.
ready.
Because he can.
Picking up.
Additional supply depots required.
Talk to me.
SCV ready. By the
Ready for dust off.
go, go, go. SCV ready. What's going
My micro was bad.
Not enough.
He had too many stalkers in the end as well.
Good job, huh?
Now what?
You gonna give me orders?
Oh man, my computer, I hate this. It's like always me having like the weirdest issues at some point, you know, like my computer making bird noises, or my fan I should say.
Additional supply depots complete. Not enough minerals.
Wait.
Not enough minerals.
Picking up.
Not enough minerals.
We could use some help here. SCV ready. Go, go, go. What's our target? Give us. SCV ready.
Ready.
This better be. Who wants? SCV ready. They want a piece of me, boy. Oh, it's on. Been waiting.
Ready.
You gonna
The double medevac technique, guys.
go time.
I'm onto something powerful here. It's better than building a frickin' Raven.
Add-on complete.
Go, go, go. This.
Not enough minerals.
Let's have a breath.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
I do not know why he doesn't have an
Add-on
observer.
complete.
At least it seems like he doesn't have one.
Talk to me.
Been waiting on. Who?
Light. Where's the emergency?
Gang, I'm in a world of hurt. That. It's about to get heavy. Oh,
Not enough minerals. Research complete.
this better be good.
Wait, not.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Additional
I can't multitask.
research. Additional supply. Additional supply depots required.
You can't multitask either though.
Additional supply depots.
No, don't call animal protection, no. I didn't understand that at the end. Like, I saw a full energy high template, and I saw a fourth base. Like, what is going on? He did not have a robo though, right? Let me check. That's usually like something I care about. If they have a robo or not. Immortal? Or what? Immortals are kind of not cool. He skipped the robo entirely, right? If he skipped the robo entirely, this game makes a little bit more sense. He just skipped the robo, right? Entirely. Never robo. Never. Yeah. That's what it seems like. Fourth base. So yeah, he just played with no robo. Play StarCraft since 98. It has never been a Protoss top 1 for a while. Is that the case? Never a Protoss on number 1? How can you say that so casually? I think there have been like enough like certain like players on number 1. But I do agree. Oh, wait a second. First the promotion. I do agree that like, if I think about it, TOS probably has like the least like number 1 players throughout the years, you know. Like, I tend to agree, yes, but like a race like one race has to be like the least represented, you know. Like for example, StarCraft 1, Flash in StarCraft 1. Wasn't he like the best player for like a long time? But like that doesn't say anything about balance, does it? If that's your point, you know. Or like Jaedong, or like Serral, or like Maru. I don't think that says anything about like balance, basically. Especially not in StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2, I mean. Especially not in StarCraft 2. Because we have never had like any new players over the last like 5 years. In fact, if you think about it, like how many Terrans have retired? Let's see how good your memory is. So, let's say like throughout like the last like 4 years or something. So like in the last 4 years, like how many Zergs, how many Terrans, like, or name me like a few people that have retired basically, like top players, like absolute top players. I'll start with Terrans. Or, I mean, you can type anything, but... Terrans that come to my mind, Innovation TY. Zergs that come to my mind, Dark, recently, Dark. Very recently, Dark. Rogue went to military, but he came back. Is that already it for Zergs? Protosses, Zest, Parting, Trap. Hero was in military. He came back. It's now the best. Stats. SOS. Well, SOS plays again, but like he was in military as well, right? And Like the people that were military, like Björn was a military, for example, as well, right? Like some of them are good again, some of them are not, you know. Like if you go to military is essentially similar to retirement in some way. But yeah, I just named you like 5 TOS, and then I named you like 2 Terrans, and like 1 Zerg that like retired like 2 weeks ago. Or like went to like Dark might come back, of course. Did I miss any Zerg? Is it really only Dark that retired? I didn't miss anyone, right? So that is just like kind of a coincidence as well, you can say, in my opinion. Because we just don't have a huge player base, and if like a lot of the top players just decide to quit, like imagine if like Maru and Clem retire. Imagine Maru and Clem, they just don't play anymore. Shall we do that? Give me 1 second. I need to open Wikipedia. So that's not even balanced wine today. By the way, I think I'm gonna go offline now. Just so you know. I think I'm gonna try and fix the bird noises. And I'm gonna come back tomorrow morning. Yeah. Now the sample size is kind of small, you can say. Sample size is always a little small because we just don't have enough players. But if we just take a look at like the 2 major tournaments that have happened. Just take a look at this, for example. So the DreamHack. The 2 Terrans in the top 8, Maru and Clem. 2 players, if they've retired, suddenly it's no Terran. Basically, because like if you look at the bracket, like none of the other Terrans got close, you know. Like here in the Decider it was a Protoss, here in the Decider was a Terran, Bunny could have made it, here it was not a Terran, here was not a Terran. Like look at the placements in this tournament. You see like in the last rounds of the tournament, like so many like TOS and like... It's a lot of TOS and Zerg, and then you see Clem and Maru. The same with like the Stara Zagora tournament here. You see, honestly, like Spirit and Ryang, I would rate them pretty decent, you know. But they got destroyed by Showtime both. I guess that's unfortunate, because not only is Showtime a Protoss, but he's also very good. So that's like the 2 dangerous things in the current meta. Like if you're a Protoss and if you're also good at the game. They stood no chance. Like look at Spirit, no chance. Ryang, he did some all-in, it worked once, but then he had a game where he went up to 4 base against an 8 base TOS. But like Spirit, for example, like he's getting owned in the EWC qualifiers. And then you look at like the EWC qualifiers, and you see like how many people have qualified so far. And you see that it's mostly TOS, and only 3 Terrans so far. Zergs, I don't think many Zergs will make it here. Like there's only 4 spots left, but these are like the play-in spots. They're not even the spots for the main tournament. And here Lambo is the only Zerg that still has a chance, and the GSL spot. So Rogue has also another chance. Like Rogue can make it. Who can make it from GSL actually? So we're gonna probably have a lot of Terrans in the play-ins. Like you can see here in the qualifier, like I think the Terrans are the favorites, right? And in GSL we have... Who's the favorite in GSL that can make it? Rogue, Gomio. Rogue and Gomio. And Bunny can still make it. I actually forgot about him. Bunny can also still make it. So Rogue, Bunny, and Gomio still have a chance. So it could be another Zerg. Could be another Zerg. But I don't think... I think probably... Well, actually, who has the highest chance? I actually don't know. It's going to be exciting, to say the least, to see who qualifies. Basically, the highest place finish here gets the spot. Because Solar, Maru, Hero, Zaun, and Classic already have a spot. No way Rogue will win. He doesn't have to win. He just has to get further than Gomio and Bunny. He doesn't have to win. Like, if Rogue gets, like... Well, Rogue needs to get, not last place. He needs to get 3rd in the group. Rogue needs to get 3rd in the group, otherwise he definitely doesn't have the spot. Right? Yeah, because like if he's 4th, then Gomio's above him, and Gomeo gets the spot most likely, or it's gonna be a tiebreak. Yeah. So like Gomeo, like this is gonna be interesting here because Rogue has to basically not get last. Basically, if Gomeo or Rogue gets last, they don't get the spot. So Group A is already gonna determine like who's not gonna get the spot, but Gomeo's in the global qualifier, so he has another shot. But essentially, what I want to say here is the player base is just not very deep. It's just literally the same players over and over again. With a few exceptions, like for example, like TOS is really good right now, and I think you can kind of see it here as well. But then at the same time, you can't really say that because like America qualifier, like of course Australia or not Creator, of course like Australia or like Trigger are gonna qualify, you know. So it's like so hard to like talk about balance like that, you know, like, oh yeah, but there's never like the best players never Protoss. Yeah, I mean, you can't make statements like that. You just can't. Most of my statements are based on like my experience I have in game, but like of course in this qualifier, like Special doesn't play like even forfeit to this. Like look at this, like he even gave like a walkover against Cham, so it's like he was hopeless. He didn't care anymore. He was completely hopeless. Like Estrella, like Scarlet doesn't play anymore either. Like of course Scarlet is gonna lose. Like she doesn't play anymore, I believe. So like in America, like Trigger and Estrella are just the best. Like of course the Protoss is gonna qualify. Same here. Yeah, actually this, funny enough, like some real talk. Like it was obvious Firefly is like a match fixer to begin with, right? I personally, I don't want to start beef with like the Chinese scene, but like the Chinese scene is a little bit messed up in some ways. Like on one hand, I saw like the offlane event in China. Like I watched the tournament like last year, I think it was. On one hand, they have a really like strong community in general, and it's quite nice to see. But then there's like so much like messed up, shady things going on, like match fixing, that is a thing in China, which is so freaking annoying. Because I feel like there's a bunch of like match fixers. Like I'm like certain Firefly is one. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like I can have my opinion. Take it as you want. I don't have any proof. I didn't really read into it. I just saw a little bit. But like I saw the other statement, like based on what I saw, I would say like Firefly is like match fixing, you know. In my opinion, also Maxet is also like this guy. How is he even called? Yeah, Maxat. This guy is also a match fixer in my opinion. But I don't think there was sufficient proof. But there was also like a scenario where here, yeah. This guy, for me, he's a match fixer. From like what I saw back then, like there was a scandal like that as well. From what I saw, he's a map hacker. When he lost to like that diamond player. So like I have a pretty strong opinion, you know. So yeah, maybe. I imagine ESL is gonna do some investigation, who knows. But yeah, I don't have any respect for that, like. And I have a strong opinion myself, so. What is a match fixer? Well, if you bet on your matches and you lose on purpose. And this is actually a big deal. Well, I guess Firefly can't match fix now that like it's like out, you know? So he's gonna have a hard time like getting... Because like imagine if like Firefly, if that drama never came up, imagine if like Firefly, like nobody would know about that. And like let's pretend he was like a match fixer. He's playing an EWC. Like you can easily like bet money on that match, you know? If you play an EWC, there's gonna be betting websites where you can like then put money. So like I imagine that like an EWC match where Firefly probably doesn't stand a chance, he will have an easy time match fixing. But now that like this is out, I highly doubt he will do it. But yeah, in China, like it's like yeah, good point. Oliveira retired. It should have been Oliveira that qualified, and then we would have one more Terran suddenly. We could have had one more Terran if Oliveira only didn't retire, you know. I forgot to mention him, by the way. Oliveira retired as well. I forgot to mention him. when I was like talking about TY and innovation. Okay, anyways, Scarlet to cure lately? Really? Anyways, I'm gonna go offline. When was the last time Major TOS won? In GSL, my friend, like last week. Or last month. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna see if I can fix my computer even tomorrow. I have one solution in mind. I'm not sure how it works, but I know the problem. I just don't know if like my performance is gonna crash if I need that fan. But like because of cable management, I can't really unplug the fan. It's like so annoying. Would have to like it would be a lot of effort. So I'm gonna try and probably like try and deactivate it on like BIOS or something. And hopefully I don't need that fan. I don't even think like my computer needs that extra fan, because I have a CPU fan anyways, and that one is pretty good. So I just have to like get rid of that thing, I believe. It also feels like it's heating up a lot. I don't know what's going on. That fan seems a little broken. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I will catch you tomorrow again. Let me read chat one more time. Too serious if you only have him. I don't think you should say it. Accusation. Well, it isn't really gonna do a, like, it's not really that big of a deal. There's evidence, so I wouldn't say so if there wasn't evidence, you know. I saw the evidence, for example, with like Max said, I literally saw the evidence and I'm like 100% sure. So I'm okay with calling people out like that. Yeah, I'm already done. Bye bye, see you tomorrow guys. Have a good one.